Hello and welcome. This video we're going to take a look at the Ba'ul Sentry. Just something for a bit of a change. So we'll be looking at the Vanity shields available from the Dilithium store during certain events of the year, and also the one from the Zen store. As always, there's chapters listed in the description below, along with several other links that I'll cover off at the end of the video. Now, a couple things to note just before we jump into the video. The engine trail at the back of the Ba'ul Sentry doesn't change, unfortunately. It remains that almost white flame, and it's the same going backwards as forwards, which I don't quite understand the laws of physics in that one. And there's no real impulse engine deflectors or that, so just to forewarn you. Now, this ship also has a very unique mechanic in it as well when used with its console. So the Sentry console, when activated, summons in a load of Sentry drones. So we're going to take a look at that in action. So here we have the Ba'ul Sentry, and if I activate the Sentry console, we get this absolutely fantastic animation. So it turns your ship into the centre of the Sentry drones that it summons in. You get a full 360 of them, and they all refract your Ba'ul beams amongst them. So they fire off the Ba'ul anti-proton beam arrays, and you can still fire off whatever weapons you have on your ship. For example, in this one at the moment I'm doing a bit of a theme build with the Ba'ul 3-piece and the beam arrays, and it looks really nice. So that there is the animation effect from this ship, and when you deactivate the console, your ship falls back in on itself, and there you have it. And as I was saying there about that engine trail, I'm not even moving, and it looks like I am. So, and it is very bright. So that's the effect of the Sentry console on this ship. So let's get cracked on with the shields. So first up, we are looking at the Alliance Vanity shield. So this is the only one that's currently in the Zen store and comes as part of the Khitomer Alliance bundle. In that bundle you get the shield, the Khitomer Alliance uniforms, and an upgrade. So for the shield itself, we have this grey shading, this patterned white hull material with some red piping on it as well. And we'll shimmy past the extremely bright engine trail there. So unfortunately there's a bit of light leakage. As you can see, it is causing a glow effect on the side when it really shouldn't be, but it's there. Now, as I look down, you can see that pattern effect there in the white hull material, and we've got some more of the grey material there as well. As we look at the underside, it's a mirror of the top side on this ship. Next up, we are looking at a Safe Galaxy Refit Vanity shield. We've got the grey patterned hull material there, kind of like an urban camouflage. I should also mention that whatever shield you have applied, it does retain that if you activate the Sentry console with this ship. And we see a bit of the gold engine colour there. You see the gold, and it's giving that greenish glow to it on the hull material. I say the underside is a direct copy of the top side. Seems a bit pointless putting the Ba'ul Vanity shield on the Ba'ul Sentry that the shield is based off of, but I shall do it anyway. So, as we can see, it looks exactly like it did in the clip showing it going into Sentry mode. So that black hull material, got the carved pattern in it, the cyan lighting there, and again along here. And again, mirror copy on the underside. Here we have the Borg Vanity Shield. So it gives your vessel the look of a liberated Borg vessel. We have the grey hull material there, made up of a pattern effect done by various shapes and sizes of hull plates. A slightly different pattern there on the nose of the ship. Touch of blue there. Really do wish that engine trail would disappear when you stop. It would be a lot better. And got the blue lighting effect here as well. And that slightly different pattern material there on the top. And yep, you guessed it, same on the underside. Next up, it's the Courier Raider Vanity Shield, not to be confused with the Breen Raider Vanity Shield that came out recently. This is the older shield in the game. We've got this bare metal colouring to the hull material. You see the different shades of it there. Still getting that light leakage coming through, unfortunately. Very bright. The hull material itself is also extremely bright, as you can see there, as the light hits it. Then we've got the white lighting there on the inside of this arrowhead, if you like. And then the same here on the underside. Next up is the Discovery Vanity Shield. So this is one of the shields in the game that has two different visual appearances depending on your faction alignment. So for Federation aligned, we get the appearance of Starfleet vessels in Season 1 of Discovery. Look at this two-tone grey patterned hull material. I think the pattern actually suits this ship quite well. And we see the blue lighting there. Now we can bring a bit of light leakage through here as well again. Then the same two-tone pattern there with the blue lighting on the underside. So you have the Discovery Vanity Shield on a Klingon aligned character. You've got this two-tone sandy brown patterned hull material. It's quite an extensive pattern throughout this one. Then we have this orange, yellow and white patterned effect there for the nacelle colouring. Bit of the light leakage coming through there, unfortunately. And the same here on the underside. Here is a Discovery Refit Vanity Shield. So again, two-tone darker grey shading for the hull material compared to the other Discovery one. And with this bluish white there for the lighting effect. You can see a bit of the pattern to the hull material there as well. Although I don't need to say it, I do get paid by the word, so it's the same here on the underside. Here we have the Emerald Chain Vanity Shield. So with this two-tone brown patterned hull material. See a bit of a white lighting effect here. And with this greyish white lighting effect there as well. And yep, same here on the underside. Here we have the Emperor's Vanity Shield. I've got this grey hull material. These blue illuminated dots here just in the shade. And they do cover the full hull material. With that yellow lighting effect there. Should probably mention that's the warp and cell colouring that we see on quite a few ships. And you can see some more of that blue dot illumination there as well. And with the same here on the underside. Next up is the Ferengi Vanity Shield. So I've got this patterned orange hull material that was seen on the Ferengi vessels in the TV show. You can also see this rivet detail as well there. So quite a bit more of that rivet detail there on the contours of the side. I've got the yellow and the cell colour there. Yeah, very faint touch of gold shading. And the same there for the underside. This is the Hur'q Vanity Shield. I've got this green and purplish brown shading for the hull material. See this black shading giving a bit of a texture effect there at the front. See it going right down the side there. Touch of green lighting here at the back. Then the green cell colour there. And same there for the underside. Here we have the Kelvin Divergence Vanity Shield. So like the Discovery one, it does have two different visual appearances depending on your faction alignment. So for Federation aligned, you get the look of the Starfleet vessels in the reboot films. It's this grey hull material. And got blue and white there as the nacelle colour. It's a bit of a pattern effect to the hull material as well. And same there for the underside. This is the Kelvin Divergence Vanity Shield on a Klingon aligned character. So this two-tone patterned green hull material. Touch of the yellow illumination there at the rear. Now we have this blue patterned nacelle colouring there as well. And with the same there on the underside. Here's the Prodigy Vanity Shield. So we've got this lovely grey patterned hull material. And we've got the blue nacelle colour there. I think this shield quite suits this ship. It's look quite nice. And same there for the underside. And here we have another popular shield in the game, the Section 31 Vanity Shield. You see the various shades there to the hull material. You can make out the check pattern in it as well. Now we have the cyan nacelle lighting there. And same there for the underside. Next up it's the Shrike Vanity Shield. So I have this rusty orange hull material with this burgundy shading as well. And we have the orange nacelle colouring there. And same again for the underside. Here we have the Tzenkethi Vanity Shield. So we've got this green and grey hull shading there with this carved pattern effect. Yeah, this is another one of those shields that I think quite suits this vessel. Touch of the warm yellowish orange there. have the white nacelle colouring. Unfortunately, no pulsating white panel material in this ship, I'm afraid. And the same there on the underside. And the final shield that's currently available in the Dilithium store is the Zhat Vash Vanity Shield. Of the olive green and sandy brown two-tone hull material. Then we have that green nacelle colour there. And same there for the underside. And that concludes the video on the Ba'ul Sentry. So as always, thank you all very much for watching. Do remember to like and subscribe, as it does help the channel out. In the description below, you'll find links there to my social media, so my X and Blue Sky. Also got links there to the STO wiki. The main Star Trek Online news blog is linked there as well. Also got other content creators listed there, so I've got Casual Sab, Nick NB and MC Stu. Their Twitch and YouTube channels are there. Whole host of content ranging from news, reviews, builds, Q&As, live streams. So if you haven't already, make sure you check them out and hit up with a like and a subscribe as well. So as you can see, I'm back doing the Vanity Shield videos, and I did take a small break from doing them after the 15th bundle, but I am back in full swing and I do have a whole host of ships still to do, so plenty of content there. I'm also doing some other videos as well that will be coming up in the next few weeks. Live streams are on a Sunday at usually 20-30 hours BST, British Summer Time. So if you're about and fancy joining me for a giggle, please do so. Format for the live streams will probably change slightly. You know, I don't want to get pulled into doing the same thing as everybody else does, because then it's just a copy and paste job really. So we'll be looking at mixing things up a bit in future streams, and same with these Vanity Shield videos. Looking at changing the format slightly. I've had some feedback from viewers and that I'm taking on board, so I'll be changing them ever so slightly in the near future. So, but that's the end of the video, end of my lovely speech. So thanks all again for watching. Catch you in the next video or the next live stream.